knowing the subject and fetching the marks in the subject are two different things. And the schedule for the test series is here. There will be 16 tests. Course will be available both online, offline. With the video itself, you can find all the 16 tests which we have taken in the last test series and their model answers also. That will give you an idea about the quality of the test series. You can download the PDFs of the detailed solution for mains 2022 also. So these model answers for mains paper are there. Questions which were directly there from our test series, the test series which we conducted last year. Hello everyone. So as we are getting the queries about the test series, so this video is about the announcement of our test series which we are starting from December for mains 2023. Okay, so the first test will be in December, and the schedule for the test series is here. You can download the PDF from the link section of the video also. And in this, there will be 16 tests, and 8 will be the sectional test and 8 will be the full length test. Okay, other details you can see in the PDF section. Course will be available both online, offline. You can avail the test series online and you can scan and submit your papers. You will get the evaluated copies within 10 or 12 days. Okay, for every test, you will get the model answers, not the synopsis, but the detailed model answers. To see the quality of our model answers, with the video itself, you can find all the 16 tests which we have taken in the last test series and their model answers also. That will give you an idea about the quality of the test series. Last year also we have released the detailed solution for UPSC mains 2021. Again, for this year mains 2022, you can download the PDFs of the detailed solution for mains 2022 also, so that you can analyze the quality of the answers, the demand of the questions, and how you need to frame your answers in the exam to fetch the best of the marks. So for every question, for every paper, you will get the detailed solution. And other than the solution, the importance will be on test discussion. So a full-fledged test discussion I'm going to take the full-fledged test discussion of every test. It will be by me after the completion of the test. In those discussions, you can ask your conceptual doubts also if you have any, and those tests will help you in value addition also. Like for paper 2, with the test series itself, as you will get the model answers, those model answers will help you to enhance the quality of your content. Okay, and there will be thorough test discussion. So our first test is starting from 11th of December. The syllabus is there, that every test will be based on these topics, and there will be 8 tests till March. Now, after this, once the pre-result will be out, then we'll start with the full length test. Okay, so this will be this is the schedule of your test series. So all those who wants to enhance the quality of their answer and wants to work on answer writing, those who are done with PSIR, those who have completed their optional, this is the best time to work on your answer writing skills. Okay, so work on your answer writing skill, and with the help of model answers, enhance the quality of your content too. Okay, so if you will write, I hope you have realized by this time, if you will write, only then you can improve. Okay, so this is the schedule you can download. Other than this, in the video only, you will get the detailed solution of 2022 mains paper 1 and paper 2. Okay, so these model answers for mains paper are there. in the you can download the link for these is in the link section of the video. Read the answers. Those who have written mains, they can analyze what kind of answers they have written, where there's a scope for improvement, where they would have, where they were, because once you have written, after writing one mains, those who have written a mains, they do realize this very well that there is the scope for improvement. Even if you have written a mains, there's still a lot of scope for improvement, because when you write mains at that time, many points do not come to your mind and you need to work a lot on this aspect. Okay, so those who have written mains, just read these model answers, that where might be you could have added few more points which would have helped you to fetch a bit more marks. And those who have yet to write mains, just go through the answers of these questions and start preparing in this direction, that you need to frame answers like this. Okay, I always tell the students in the class that knowing the subject and fetching the marks in the subject are two different things. Even if you have tons of information, sometimes it becomes very difficult to compile your information in those 3 hours. For this, you require ample of practice. But this practice you can only do once you have the content with you, once you are done with PSIR. So it will only going to benefit those who have at least read the syllabus, and at least have read the syllabus thrice, and they have the right material with them. Okay, so once you have the right material, now this is the time to take the benefit of the test series. Okay, other than these model answers for both paper 1 and paper 2, you will able to find these PPTs in the link for these PPTs are there in the link section. So these PPTs, in these PPTs, we have analyzed both paper 1 and paper 2, the analysis of the paper. Now, in these PPTs, I have given you the link of the questions which were directly there from our test series, the test series which we conducted last year. So this was the question. So for every question, we have added the link. You can just click the link. It will take you to the question papers of our test series. Now this question was from our test 8, second A. Okay, so you can analyze how many questions in this year mains were directly there from our test series. Okay, so wherever there are, we have added those questions, and I'm giving you the PDF of all 16 tests with their model answers. So you can see the quality of the answers by analyzing the previous questions we have given in our test series. Now this question, like power, basis of power, it was there in our test 7, right? So wherever the question being asked by UPSC, which was directly from our test series, we have given the link of that too. Okay, so you can download all the 16 tests, read the model answers, see the quality of the answers you need, and then you can think of joining this year's test series. Okay, and now if I have to go to the analysis of this year's paper, that is our PSIR paper 1 2022. Now, first thing which I have come across is, as every year we can see the trend is shifting towards what? Integration. Rather than asking one particular thing, they are looking forward for the integrated information. In your paper 1, part A, questions are there from part B. Okay, very difficult to segregate. So now focus of UPSC is lot on integration. I always say one thing in the class, that UPSC do not ask tough questions. Questions are never tough. And framing answers is a difficult thing to do. Questions are very simple. Answers needs to be dynamic, where you need to integrate a lot of information in your answer. Okay, so clearly the trend is indicating towards this only. Okay, and wherever the question has been asked, wherever they have to ask the direct thing, they have asked a very direct thing. No challenge in those kind of questions like Locke's contract theory. Direct question they have asked. Okay, nothing technical in this. More and more focus on the theory section rather than on philosophers. Lot of question from theories. Western political thought, as I said, reduced significance. Only 2 questions from Western political thought. Now, when students start preparing, especially the subject of PSIR, lot of energy they put on preparing scholars. I always tell this thing, one word of caution that they are not asking you to write an essay on Plato. Even if there will be a question, it will going to be just of 12 or 15 marks question. So try not to dig too deep, because they will going to ask very generic things about a philosopher. Okay, so there is no need to get carried away with any topic. Okay. So nature of question, system approach, direct question from theory. It was there in our test series also. Cultural relativism. Okay, a short note. We can we were expecting that something on these things are UPSC is going to ask, because of the issues which were there in the news. Okay, lot of demand for culture specific, or that we needs to give due importance to multiculturalism, right? Cultural relativism. Why the topic is in the news? Considering the issues of Iran, considering the issues of hijab, considering the issues of dress code world over, considering the issue of hijab in India. So the probability was, yes, there can be a question on these lines, okay, on value pluralism. Previous year, 2010 also they asked, examine the cultural relativist approach directly from the chapter of human rights. Now this revolution in permanence concept of Mao, and he brought change in the Marx concept of revolution. Marx talked about one revolution, Mao has talked about permanent revolution, revolution in permanence. Okay, because he believed reactionary elements will keep emerging. Okay, so anyone who has read about socialism can easily answer the question of revolution in permanence, great leap forward. Okay. Basis of power, direct question was there from theory. Okay. Also in our test series, test 7, you can see the question number. Okay, it was in the test 1 also. Power is the quality of individual acting together. Hannah Arendt. So different scholars have analyzed power differently, and our question was specifically on the Hannah's view on power. Okay. One more there, Foucault's theory of power. Okay. As I said, direct question, that to a short note only, Locke's social contract. There in our test series. Social contract, basis of the theories of Hobbes, Locke and Rousseau. Now this was factors like community, culture, nation weakens the hegemony of neoliberalism, requires the information of the current geopolitical happening. Okay, it requires the information of the current happenings. Why neoliberalism is weakened? What is weakening the forces of liberalism, right? I'm sure you are well aware of the different schools of liberalism: classical, welfare, neo, social. Why neoliberalism has weakened? Community, culture, and nation, right? When we talk about liberal world order, it has 2 dimensions: liberal political order and liberal economic order. Globalization, forces of globalization will strengthen liberal economic order. International institutions and organizations will strengthen liberal political order. Both have come under threat recently because of ultra nationalism world over, right wing leaders in power, because of Islamic fundamentalism, or better to use the word religious fundamentalism, then protectionism. All these forces are weakening liberal world order. That's what ultra nationalism and cultural forces weakening neoliberalism. Okay, rest you can read the model answer. So in this question, the problem could have been clarity. Okay, so clarity of the concept could have been missing. So similar is the other questions. You can see this PPT in detail. As I said, many questions are there directly from our test series. Okay, so you can read the model answers, and in class you can, if you join in class, if you have any doubt further, you can discuss your conceptual clarities, your doubts you can take in the class. Okay, when we'll go for detailed discussion of every test. Okay, so I didn't find this paper much difficult, because as I'm saying, see, this was the question. It's difficult to say that this question is from PSIR paper 1 syllabus. This is the question of, in general, PSIR paper 1 part B. It is not from part A. So they have asked this where? In part A, right? So a lot of focus on integration. Very difficult to segregate part A and part B. In paper 2, there's a question which has direct links with what? Theory of democracy. Theory of democracy is in paper 1, right? Entitlement theory of justice. Direct question is there. They have not asked Rawls this year. Rawls they have compared with Ambedkar, and here they have asked the direct theory, entitlement theory. Okay. So in IGP, a lot of focus on current affairs. You have to link with current affairs. So here in IGP, reading newspapers and the understanding of the recent political issues is very important. Okay. Otherwise, the paper 1 was not at all challenging. Okay. Let's a quick analysis of paper 2. So paper 2, the detailed PDF of the solution of the questions of paper 2 is there in the link section. Okay. Again, starting from first question, limitations of comparative method. Okay, so what is comparative politics? We understand difference between traditional and modern comparative politics, difference between traditional approaches and modern approaches. But what are the limitations of comparative method? Okay, here limitations of comparative politics, here limitations of comparative method. Again, main challenges faced by the developing countries in the era of globalization. This question is near about same that the problems being faced by neoliberalism today. Okay. So there was a direct question in our test series. Analyze the impact of globalization from the perspective of third world countries. So question from theories of IR. Commonalities between Marxist and realist approach to the study of IR. So Marxist approach. They have asked a lot. As such, there is no Marxist theory of IR. Marx has not given any any theory on international politics. Okay, it is the Marxist approach to study IR. What UPSC has asked. Okay. Bipolar structure more stable than the multipolar. Direct and a very easy question from the concepts of IR. In our test series, the question was analyze the changing world order as a result of rising bipolarity between US and China. Bipolarity is best from the perspective of stability of peace. So those who have read realism, neorealism, the views of worlds, Mashimer, bipolar world, stable then multipolar world. Okay. Very easy question. National interest, essentially contested concept. I hope all of you do understand the difference between nation and state. Okay. Only permanent interest. Why? Because national interest changes. Right? Core interest, other interest. So direct question. How the elected democracy augmented the participation of people in the democratic process. Okay. So topic of representation and participation. So it is emphasizing on what? How has the electoral democracy augmented the participation of people? Significance of political participation. Every scholar has emphasized on the importance of political participation from Aristotle to Hannah. Okay. So you can start your intro with this. Okay, so this question is emphasizing on what? That electoral democracy. Okay, so emphasis on people's participation, emphasized by Aristotle, later emphasized by Hannah. Okay, role of social movements. This was described the composition of ICJ, discussed the voluntary jurisdiction. So a bit factual question. Okay, last time it was in 6, so a bit deviation from what UPSC is asking. Question on the expected line, rise of China for Asian political order. A lot of questions were there in our test series. Okay, conceptual dimension of collective security, concepts of IR. Okay, concepts of IR, balance of power, collective security, right? So a very direct question. Collective security and collective defense was there in 13. Efficacy of global convention. India emphasizing a lot on this issue. NSA level meet being organized by us. Since the withdrawal of US from the region, Taliban has come to power, and emphasis from our side more on this issue of terrorism. Okay. Specific question, reasons for deadlock in WTO on the negotiation on fisheries. Okay, again a very specific, a bit tricky. If you know the issue, only then you will able to write the answer, nothing technical. What is the realist perspective to the states to ensure survival? Realist theory of IR. Things goes back to what? Hobbes. Sorry, things goes back to Hobbes. How effectively is the realist approach to understand and explain the question was there in our test series? Okay, lot of link between this question and the question being asked by UPSC. So I hope that you can understand this, that if you will write your test series seriously, it will give you a lot of edge and help you to frame your answers in that particular time, and it will help you in value addition also. Okay, as I just said. So rest things you can see, you can go through the PDF, PPTs I'm sharing, PDFs will be there, and the questions of our previous test series will also be there, and their detailed solution is also there. So you can just see, analyze, and if you think so, so we are starting the test series for 2023, and the first test is on 11th December. Okay, so best of luck for all of you who are preparing for UPSC, and those who has already given the mains. I hope they'll get they get the result as per their expectation. And if anyone is in the dilemma and feel that I'm a bit disillusioned what to do, and right now not able to focus, and felt that not able to write mains that well, they can think of joining the test series, which will keep you on track also, and it will help you to not go into that negative zone also, and you will be positively motivated, and you will keep writing test. It will keep you in hunt also. Okay, so those who has written mains, if they want to wait, they can wait, and those who feel they are done with their preparation and now wants to focus on answer writing, they can join this test series. Okay, meanwhile, focus should be on the pre-exam, because pre is most important. First step is pre. If you're not able to qualify pre, whole answer writing will not going to it will not be of any help. Okay, so just give this much time to your option. Give less time to your optional, 3/4 time to your GS, and 1/4 time to your optional. And with that, write the test and come for the test discussion. Be regular in that and submit your test paper on time so that you can get the feedbacks on time. Okay. Bye. Thank you and best of luck.